Welcome back to Life and Style. In case you've just joined us, this is Wellness Monday and tumeona tu Fit and Fab, the three trainers training with us, wakikuonesha those ways, easy ways of you losing weight after that long and tedious weekend. Kwa sababu tunajua weekend watu hukula sana, lakini being a Monday, we want you to shred hizo vitu.
Wenyewe watu kula chips, machapo, chips, manini.
Kwanza Nairobi.
Kwanza zile makuku za kupiga somersault. Zile za somersault. Zile za somersault. Ezinakuaga.
Wewe unapenda hizo sana.
Hapana.
Tushakusikia wewe.
Mimi sitaki kunaona. Even if I eat them, by then I'll go ban them. But I'm not encouraging my clients to eat them. You know, I'm just telling them you have to eat healthy. You know, go for white meat.
White meat.
Chana na red meat.
Chana red meat kabisa.
But
right about now, we tuko kwa Beyond the Sport. This special segment inaitwa Beyond the Sport.
Yes.
A few weeks back, we saw another sport called Tongil Modo. Kila mtu alikuwa anauliza Brian, hiyo ni sport gani hiyo? Tongil Modo.
Sasa Brian, acha nikupatie story. Tongil Modo, it came from kitambo ilikuwa inaitwa Unwado. And it originated from Korea.
Na uli train your sport.
Mimi nili train your sport mpaka black. Wakati ilikuwa inaitwa Unwado. Sasa ndio wakakuja wakachange ikaitwa Tongil Modo. Yes. And the person who invented that came from
South Korea.
South Korea alikuwa anaitwa Reverend Moon. Yeah. Sasa uko nishafanya hiyo sport yote. Now that Unwado or Tongil Modo is a combination of karate, judo and taekwondo. 3 in 1. Hiya.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Sport. I'm your host Brian Suma, and today we have an amazing guest on today's show because this guy, he is more than a conqueror, rather, because he's conquered 2 major milestones in his life. 1, he conquered cancer. Yes, I said cancer. Najua, unafikiria sahi. Then, any opponent he's met, he's conquered them all. He's none other than Harold Tende. Vipi Daddy?
Hi Brian.
Poa sana.
Karibu.
Asante sana kwa kunikaribisha.
Karibu nyumbani.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful home.
Yeah,
Let me start by that.
Asante.
Credits kwa nani?
Mom.
Mom.
Rekala, unaona orange, curtains, hizo ni zao.
Kila kitu mom.
Ingekuwa mwanaume angeweka tu black.
Hiyo na umesema kweli lakini sidhani kani mimi. Let's start by a brief introduction of yourself because guys back at home have just had Harold Tende lakini wanataka kujua zaidi. Who's Harold?
Okay, Harold. I was just a boy, born and raised in Mombasa. I went to school in Miritini, Marben, St. Elizabeth. Then I schooled in River Boys High School. I'm just someone who wants to get what he wants, when he wants, and I go for it hard.
Which, that's quite encouraging, huh? Considering you're a rugby player. You know, that actually, when I went through that door, the first thing I noticed about you is that you are a lean person. Mwili yako na yangu inakaribiana. Lakini why this sport rugby?
Ni heart. It's my passion. Kile nilipenda. It's taught me a lot. Has made me go through a lot. So I decided to choose rugby. Because it has maintained me in part of discipline and how to be a team player and work with others. On and off the pitch.
When did you start this sport?
I started playing rugby in 2013 back in high school. I was playing basketball, but I was so down in basketball. So I decided to start training rugby so that I can be better in basketball. But while I was training in rugby, I realized I became better than the players who were playing in there. So coming back home, we had a team, Sailors Rugby.
Yeah. I'm talking about Sailors, I'm wearing, huh?
Yeah.
But we'll come to this later on the interview. Yes.
So I decided to start training rugby both at home and at school. I realized when I was training at home, I was becoming better. So just a small team was formed in Miritini. We used to just train in a small space. So I trained for rugby in high school 2013, 2014. That was the season that I played rugby.
During those 2 years, what can you say, like which event or which competition that you participated in that you can clearly say this was the highlight of my career in those 2 years?
What I can say is the team building. As we built the team, we brought the team from down. When the other players, the 2012 players, when the season was over, they all went away. Some got expelled, some got suspended. So we decided to build a team from the underground. We brought our own coach, we paid him. We built a team of 15 players that even if one is injured, there's no sub. So that brotherhood brought us together. Even though we didn't go as far as we thought we'd go, but till that, we're still friends and we're still family. To me, that's rugby. So that's how we were close. We maintained a relationship, so during the high school games, we used to go 15s, we never reached that far. 7s, we just got to the county level. But what I gained was the brotherhood from that and the discipline that was in there. For that, ilituondoka mambo mengi sana. Like in high school, you know, some things happen, especially in coast, engaging yourself in drugs and what. It maintained us in grades and stuff, and also disciplined us. Most of the rugby players in our school got the positions of the prefects and the highest positions in the school because they were disciplined.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why. That's what.
So we find, okay, we see here in Kenya that after high school, probably somebody is quite talented, but after high school, because of this reason or another, they just quit the sport. What motivated you to continue further?
Actually, what motivated me is when I brought the guys together, I realized I could do something with myself, something that I'm better at. And what my mom used to tell me, if you like it, put heart in it, put hard work in it, you'll achieve it. So I decided and I committed, and I succeeded in it.
You've just mentioned your mom. How much of a support was she to you?
She's been a pillar in my life, both together with my dad. And she was also a sportswoman. She was a taekwondo.
You don't say.
Black belt.
You don't
So she was part of my motivation.
So wewe ungekosea ukiwa mdogo.
Singekosea. I used to say,
Ni wao.
Baba, mama, shida.
Usiseme.
Yeah. So she was like, you want it? Go for it. At first, she made me train taekwondo. Yeah, but it was so hard. It was so hard. She blamed me till that's why I didn't continue, but hey, we don't know exactly the fit you.
No kasema iwezi.
Kasema hiyo iwezi. Ndio kwingine. Yeah.
Let's go now to this important part of your life because it's a stage of your life which you conquered. You managed to conquer. You were diagnosed with cancer. When was this? Let's start from there.
I was diagnosed with cancer in 2015, but it didn't start there. It started around 2014 when I was still playing rugby. At first I was scared to tell my parents because I thought I had an injury or a head injury caused by the game. So I was a little bit quiet. But as I was undergoing treatment, I was actually being treated for the wrong thing. They thought it was sinus, but it was actually cancer. So I went through it for 6 months, headaches, pain, just taking painkillers. But the teammates were with me, like just go on, move on, because I was yet to finish my high school studies. So like I was just there. On 2015, when I got a scholarship and moved to Nairobi, is when it became so bad. Because I went to Nairobi for rugby, but I couldn't play it. Started becoming weak, and we had to go for further checkups and all. Then it came out that I had cancer.
How did you take that message when the doctor first told you?
Actually, I laughed. I smiled. The way you did, I smiled. And I was with my sister and my dad and my other sister. They were shocked. I laughed. And the doctor repeated, I just said you have cancer. I was like, yeah, okay.
Ngoja, hata sasa mimi wacha nikuulize. Hiyo ni reaction ya kupeana kaya.
Hiyo ni reaction nilitoa at first when I was at the ECG, when the biopsy came back. Told me you have cancer. I was like, okay.
Wow.
My sister is shaken and I'm okay. Okay, then the doctor referred us to Mpisha. When we went there, Dr. Vijay, he just asked me a simple question. What do you take this cancer to be? I just said, just a simple disease. Told my dad, go back to Mombasa. He's okay. and my dad came back.
Wow. That was a step of faith right there.
That was a step of faith. Because I was prepared for it, because I knew it was something big coming. I can't have a headache for 6 months and can just be, I can't take it lightly. I knew it was something big, so I was actually prepared. Yeah.
When did you start treatment? Was it soon after the doctor told you?
Yeah, after the biopsy, 2015, April, I began my treatment. So it went till October. I was doing radiotherapy and chemo at the same time.
Here in Kenya?
In Kenya, in Pisha.
When you went for the last checkup and the doctor was like, dude, you're no longer having cancer. How was that? How did you take the news now? Because the first news, the way you took it, you laughed at it.
Yeah.
How was the second news?
I simply said what you have been calling me. I said I was a conqueror, and I conquered this. Not for myself, but to my family, and to my friends, and to my teammates. Yes, because I had to. And they told me I had to, and I had to. So I did it for everyone, especially for my dad, because he lost 2 people from cancer. And I told him, I'm not going to be the third one. I'm not going to let him down. I'm going to fight this head on.
You have a brave heart. You do. And after all this, you conquering cancer, why did you decide to go back to rugby? Because most people, after passing through a life-threatening disease like that, guys would be like, no, I can't go play. I can't go back to what I was doing.
Let me tell you, Brian, the reason why I decided to conquer this, I wanted to go back and play active sport. Because when I was sick, some rugby players came and saw me, Humphrey Kayangi, Mwamba players, Trapo players. I got to engage with the players. Even when I had cancer, I used to go for the games. People used to see me with my pipe. They're wondering what I'm doing there. I used to go there. I used to go there every day. Each and every game I didn't miss because I wanted to go back in the pitch. And I was also learning through it. So I was eager to get back to it. That's why I even decided to conquer this. So after it, I came back home to my club Sailors. And I have a friend of mine who started this, who's the founder of this, Jamie Richard. He used to train me back when I was in high school. He's a recovering drug addict. Yeah? But he decided to form this group and recruit me because he wanted to bring, having me as a cancer survivor and him as a recovering drug addict, he wanted to bring the boys from the streets to the pitch, to a base, to a little which is rugby. Not keep them idle, mostly target the high school kids and the ones just in this.
How old are you again?
I just turned 21 last week.
Hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Beyond the Sport. Tell us what you think about this 21-year-old, because personally, I don't think so many 21-year-olds would behave as he is. Let's go to, I'm a bit carried away. Hiyo ni noma.
Saidi maji.
Tafadhali. Tafadhali.
Tunataka kuchukua maji.
Yeah. Keep the conversation going. Keep tweeting. Hashtag KTN Life and Style. My Twitter handle is @Suma_Brian. Tell us what you think, because I'm a bit moved with this. Nastai kulia mbeleni. Unajua itakuwa hivi. Lakini
when I came back home, I decided if I can play the game, let me start to teach it. So the gentleman I told about Jimmy, deals mostly on mentoring. So I decided to deal on development. Started developing the kids on playing rugby. So that's how I started off. As I started developing the kids, the former players who were there when I was there came back. Said, "You're back. We want to play, and we want you to play." So I started playing without anyone knowing, family knowing. I just come home, I get hits. I was still frail. I was very frail, in fact. This is when we go eat, go do this, go do this. Watanigonga, niumie, nikuje home, nijifiche, baadaye sinione, nijinasi, the next day I go back. Because I said, if it's not now, when is it? I'm tired of waiting.
Sure.
And the doctor told me, you get back to do what you're doing. So like I was in a hurry, yes, but I felt the need to. Yeah, and without that, nakama nakuwa mgonjwa. So I had to be feeling normal again. because I still face the side effects till today. Radiotherapy, the salivary glands were toast. So actually my saliva is less. That's why I have to sip for water every time. So I can't walk without water and an handkerchief. So that's how hard it was, but I managed it.
Yeah.
And got back into active sport, which people still don't believe.
You're conqueror.
but I do.
You've conquered it. Who would you say were the main pillars during that trying time? Because it's a trying time. The people who stood by you, besides mom and dad, because mom and dad sidhani kama wanaweza kutupa. Hata ukweje sidhani mzazi yote anaweza kutupa. Besides your parents, who stood by you?
My sisters. My sisters stood by me, and friends, and my teammates. But my sisters were the pillar. They used to feed me. Yeah, they used to dress me. They used to do everything for me. However much, and my friends, my best friends. When there was a time I feel like I was losing it, like totally I'm losing it. Like, hapa nimefika, I can't do this. In the night I just said a prayer. The next morning, 10 of my friends came in from Mombasa, slept with me the same bed for 3 days. Others left, but one remained with me till I came back to Mombasa. I can mention him, Lucas Oyodi. He's the cousin to the late Victor Oyodi. Yeah, so he's the one who made me get up. Because nikilala, nimetoka kimo, ananiamsha, tuende tutembee. Unataka kurudi kucheza rugby? Tuende. He gave me motivation and I took it.
Hivyo.
Yeah, hivyo.
Kuna swali my producer meant to ask earlier. The ponytail behind your...
Let's say I have a thing for hair. Ile siku kuna kansa nywele yako ipotee yote. Ikirudi utakuwa tunasikia raha kuzishika.
Ilisha yote?
Nywele ilipotea yote. Unaingia bafu ukifungua shower hivi. Nakisha kwa kipara kwanza. Kani maji moto na kuchoma. So I was just playing around with it, but itanyolewa tu.
Unajua kitu inani amaze bado ni venye unaifanya ikuwe simple yani. The way you're making it sound very simple. Hiyo ndio kitu inani amaze yani video. But this is beyond the sport. We want to know more about you beyond the sport. Like, what is your favorite meal?
My favorite?
Meal, probably. Ukiingia home, umetoka tizi, nini?
Chapondondo. Chapati.
Wale wa vibanda wamejulikana sana.
You see. Ni Mombasa. Chapati na maharagwe ya nazi hivi naweza.
Mziki labda?
Mziki, some little bit of reggae won't hurt. Yeah, some little bit of reggae and house won't hurt. Yeah, some calm music.
Na kuna mtu.
Hiyo ni serious kwa nyingine. Mtu yuko. Wako.
Hey, keep the conversation going. #KTN Life and Style. #Beyond the Sport, because I'm here with a conqueror. This guy, I've never, since we premiered this show last year in September, I've never met someone with a heart as big as him, Harold. Sijui unaonaje. Keep the conversation going. Keep the feedback coming. Tell us, what do you think about this champion? None other. Tuangalie maisha yako like 10 years from now. Where do you see yourself?
Just playing rugby. Very hard rugby. That's all I want to be.
Na kama kungekuwa na rugby, sport gani wewe ungecheza?
Sport. Maybe basketball, but I don't see any other sport.
Labda.
Labda.
Si sure.
Sure. But 10 years from now, it won't be so bad. I think I've been somewhere great. Yeah, in a greater place.
You're a great man already.
Thank you.
You are.
Seriously, you too.
Take it from me. You are a great person. And probably, we've seen, like last year we had the Olympics. We saw Kenya taking, for the first time, we took a rugby team to the Olympics. Probably, do you see yourself playing with the likes of Billy Odhiambo? Because I won't say Collins Injera because hatujui akona miaka ngapi zimebakia. But do you see yourself playing with the likes of these people? Billy Odhiambo, Oliech, Samuel Oliech, all these names, big names in the rugby world. tutakuona pale siku moja.
That's my prayer every day. To be on that same pitch or in that same jersey, from those same people you say. That's my prayer every day.
Brother, yani mpaka unanitoa maneno kwa mdomo.
Wanasema sio tu Mombasa tuko hivyo.
So, which position do you play? Because hiyo ni swali ningekuuliza mbeleni kabisa, lakini wacha turudi tu, si ndio? Which position do you play?
Flyer number 10.
No under the body.
Unajaribu.
Pana sijasema nini. Unajua tu kila mtu amezoea mse wa rugby. Hebu angalia nani. Nipatie example. Angalia Tamonde. Wewe ni beast, mtu wako kule juu.
Wewe ni nyumba.
Ndio nakwambia. So, as in mtu akiona mtu kama unacheza rugby, labda looking into that camera, what motivation would you give young people out there? Because there are so many young people who are watching. Some even in the state which you are right now, but wako na ile ari, they still have the urge to move on. What would you tell them?
What I would tell them is, if you got a talent and you want to express yourself, don't wait to be given the platform. Take the platform. Go for it. You shall achieve it. Just decide, commit, succeed. That's what I tell my teammates every day. That's what I tell my team every day. Decide, commit, and you shall succeed. Don't let no one stop you. If you put mind and heart in it, you'll get it.
You'll get it. And talking about getting it, this is something you got earlier this year. Tell us about this.
Okay, this happened, I was in Nairobi 2016. 2017, when a friend of mine passed away, Victor Ayodi. He was part of Sailors because we used to train guys here, and when they go to, he used to study JQuat. When they go to JQuat, I link them up and they train together. So when I was in Nairobi, he told me, who is taking care of Sailors if you're in Nairobi? I said, I didn't have an answer to that. He told me, then you have to go back, or else the team will die. So when it happened, when he passed on, I sat down and realized, what am I doing here? Let me go back to my team and let me start something. When I came back 2017, actually they made me the captain. I was not the captain, but they made me the captain. So I was the captain, and I was like almost the coach, and also was like the team manager, and like everything. So a friend of mine came up. He used to train with us a long time ago, but he wanted to do something for the community. And he is also an MCA aspirant, Ocheng Bramwell, Ocheng Giringi. He said, Raul, they want to do something for the community. I've seen what you guys do, but also I want to do something for the community. I want to bring this remote area of Miritini together. And I just told him, just use the pitch. In Mombasa, when people see people gather, they come and see. So he just woke up and told me, I'm throwing a rugby tournament, and I want you to help me organize it. I was happy at first, but then I didn't know the trouble I was in. Because remember in Sailors, I'm the captain, I'm the coach, I'm the everything. But most likely the experienced players, they help out. Because we had a coach, Daniel Bastille Okwe, but he was somehow committed, so he was away. So I was part of the organizing team. So I was doing double work. So he was organizing this tournament and told me, I want this tournament to come through. Bring the players and everything. So we organized this. We got players from Nairobi, some of my friends. We got Philip Omai, we got Ken Mosetti, we got Abeka Stafford, Steven Sikuta, and Alan Omuka. And even Chichi Onchiri, the photographer. So those players will be their coaches and mentors throughout the tournament. Also, there were 5 teams. We were able to come up with 5 teams. So each and every coach was given the teams. You can see the pages, the pictures on Instagram or Facebook on Sailors Rugby. So it came. It was there. It was then. At first, I was so pressured because getting all these teams coming together is quite hard. Because some were ashamed and all. Some of the teams don't have kids. Some of them are not able. I just told them, come the way you are. It's a chance of your life. You're going to get coached and mentored by people you see in magazines. That's a gold medal. That's to them, that would be like awesome. So we decided to host the tournament. So it was here, Mirichini. Like the players came through for us. They came through, the teams came through, and we came to the final. We reached the finals. Actually, when I tell you I was the unfittest player in that pitch, what I mean, because the guys could run faster, I was worked out, I was organizing and all this, but I did something great. I got them together, and we happened to win the tournament.
You've been in a position where you've organized and held these tournaments, and in the recent past, in the recent days, we've seen corporates coming in to sponsor rugby teams. Just an example is Mombasa. Stanbic came in just the other day. What do you think is the way forward for Kenya if we want to grow talent to that level? What should we do in terms of corporate sponsorship and all that? Because najua hiyo siku ukiambia utafute hiyo tournament, organize hiyo tournament, probably ulienda kuangalia labda kampuni fulani kusaidie kufanya kitu fulani ama ulifikiria.
Actually, I didn't think on any company. We just did it on our own.
Wow.
I just did it on our own. We decided to do something different that has never been done in Mombasa Maritime. Because unaona tu hizo italeta tu story mingi kwenda huko kwenda kule. Na we just decided to call the teams, we provide water. And when the team's hearing that the Kenyan players are coming, they go all in. They started to come, and we called the referee. The referees that we had called, they had their own junior teams with their development. So I told them, come and ref for us, but we like your junior team to catch and race for us and to play and to enjoy the game. That's how we did it.
Who do you look up to in terms of the game?
In terms of the game?
Yeah.
Africa Ange. Because he's tall, people will call me tall. He's tall, people will call me tall. So, and I treat Kotu Sawa.
Kotu Sawa.
And we're like friends. Since he came through my birthday with the shot. Yeah.
Nataka kupatia fursa ama chance ya mwisho tukimalizia. I've seen you have this merchandise,
Yeah.
Za sailors. Ziko kadhaa?
Yeah,
Sijui unaweza zichukua, tuoneshe watu ni nini tunatengeneza na wanaweza zipataje, looking into that camera.
This is part of the sellers t-shirts. Actually, if you want to be part of the sellers family, you can just contact us through Facebook and through Instagram, and you can get one. Be
That
part
is
of the sellers family. Yeah, that is.
For free. Tell them for free.
Yeah, it's for free.
Yeah, hata mimi nimepata yangu. So najua chenye unafikiria. Bana, ibaki tu hivyo. So, thanks sana. Thanks for having us. Pass my love kwa mom, dad, kila mtu. And congratulations, man. Najua wewe ni champ, my friend. Wewe ni champ. Wewe ni champion. Yeah, so there you have it. I've been your host, Brian Suma, with the 21-year-old champion who is also a cancer conqueror. Despite conquering in the pitch, he also conquered cancer. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Beyond the Sport. And today we are here at Lily's Estate in Iten, which is famously known as the home of champions. And guess who I'm with today? Asante kwa kutualika kwako.
Thank you, karibu.
Na nikianzia tu, ulikuwa wapi? Kwa sababu watu wanashindwa Sylvia Kibet alienda wapi?
Yeah, nilipotea kidogo, but I'll be back. I went for maternity leave last year, so my boy is like 2 months old. So, and I hope next year I'll be back in the track.
Most Kenyans out there, maybe, they just know Sylvia Kibet, the one they see on TV. But now, yes, they're seeing you on TV, but tell us a brief history about you.
I started running when I was very young. I was like 14 years old. And I started just like in primary school, and then I went for competition, and then I succeed from there, from district level to provincial level. And then I just find myself representing the country. So I knew I have that talent of running. So I started in 1998 with, I went for World Youth in Poland. I was second in the 1500. And then after that, I joined Sengora Girls, where Brother Colum was promoting athletics. So, and then I continued with my running there. So, and then after my high school, of course, I was not junior anymore. I decided to go for senior level.
Senior level, yeah.
Yes. So, and then I was not so good in running again. And then I decided to to get married. Yeah, so and then I so was better to settle. So and then I got my first child, 2004. She's Brittany, and then I met my husband that time. So he was the one who made me to be better in running. Yeah, so I started going for road races, and then after some time, I represent the country in Mauritius, 2006. I got bronze medal. 2007, I went for World Championship. I was number 4 in Osaka, and then 2008, I went for Olympics. I was 4th in Beijing, and then 2009, I went for Berlin in 5,000. I was 2nd again in 5,000, and then 2010, I was in New Delhi. I was 2nd again in 5,000 in Commonwealth, and then 2011, I was 2nd in Korea, and in 5,000 again. 2012, I went for trials in Nairobi for Olympics in London, but I didn't qualify. I was 4th, and then from there, I decided to go for marathon, and then I went for marathon. I ran 2:26 last year, 2014, no, 2015. Yeah. So and then I saw I'm better in running in marathon again. So I decided to go for maternity leave and then to come back again to be more stronger.
More stronger.
Yes.
More stronger, you say, but I'll take you back. You told us that you started your career when you were still young. How was it? How challenging was it for you? Because running at that particular age, it's not something which is very easy to most people.
I think I was more motivated because my Lorna Kiplagat is my cousin, so he was the one who motivated me more. He was the one giving us some shoes and encouraging us in running. Yeah, so that is why I met in running when I was still young.
I feel very great because I was not expecting to be again silver medalist after Berlin. I thought maybe that position because Meseret was more stronger than me, and also Vivian. Of course, I knew she could win.
You just told us that Lorna Kiplagat, who is also a legend in Kenyan athletics, she's your cousin. Maybe besides her, are there any other family members in your family that are into athletics as you?
Yeah, after Lorna motivating me, I also motivated my family. Our firstborn is Elda Kibet, and she's married to a Dutch guy from Holland, and I motivated her to run, and she won World European Championship, European Cross Country Championship. So and then she decided to go for marathon. She's very good. She ran 2:24 many times, and she's good. And then after that, we decided to motivate other kids. So we have a sister in US. She qualified here. She was not running, but after high school she got scholarship, and she went to US, and she's running also. And then another sister also, she's just in road races in US. And then we have a brother also, she's in US also.
5 sisters, 1 brother, all running. A family of champions right here. Maybe coming back to you as a person, how has it been, like the transition from you having your first child, coming back into racing, thanks to your husband, you've told us, and maybe as you tell me, who's your husband first one?
Oh, my husband is Erastus Lima. He was getting better, but he had an injury in the knee, so he decided just to stop. And also because of family matters again, because we are here, and I'm in Europe, and he's here. He's taking care of the kids. At the same time, he's taking care of the business. He's the one who is doing everything for me. So that is why the way we are.
How easy or hard has it been, you juggling between your family? Because you're a mother. It's not easy for a mother to leave your home, go out there to compete in these races, huge races that you've competed in. But you have managed to do it. How?
I think I'm lucky to have a very humble husband and very cooperative, and he's taking care of everything. He's taking care of the kids, taking to school and coming back. So I don't know what to say, but I'm lucky.
You're lucky. Yeah, lucky indeed you are.
You know, Chariot at the bell now, 1 lap to go. Chariot's made a move. She's winding it up. She's looking over her shoulder. There's no turning back.
It's going to be another Kenyan victory. Vivian Chariot does the double. Quebec gets the silver.
What do you love besides your family? What other things? What are your hobbies?
Watching. Yeah, I like watching. I like traveling.
What's your favorite meal?
Ugali. Yeah, the ugali, because we always eat before we eat here. Like when I travel, I eat here like Thursday in the evening. I have to eat good. I go to airport, I eat another ugali, and this is the one going to make me to run faster.
Faster.
Yes.
But when you get there, you get other food. Huh?
Yeah, but
How
I
is
believe in my ugali at home that this ugali will make me to run more faster. Yeah.
And obviously, a gourd of mursik is usually there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And music, you seem like a jolly person. You're a person full of life. What kind of music?
Gospel music.
By gospel music, it means that you're more religiously.
Yeah, more religiously. Especially it's comforting. Sometimes when I'm cleaning the house, I put music, gospel music. I just enjoy it.
Since you went from maternity till now, how has it been? Like the athletics world, how in particular? How can you rate it?
Yeah, it's, I think for women who are running, I think it's a tough job. But I think we are dedicated and we have passion in running. That is why we are going for maternity leave and then we are coming back. Yeah. So I went for the first one and I saw it's possible. I know we are going to gain a lot of weight. Like now I have like 63 kgs and I was 45. And I'm still going because my baby is like 2 months old. Yeah, so and I still have to go for 6 months. I think I'll be like 75. So to reduce 75 to 45 is a tough job.
But obviously you've learned the skill of reducing.
Yes, yeah. You have to be disciplined, you have to be focused, and then you have to be tough. Yeah, to be back.
A tough lady you are. Maybe besides athletics, what else? What other sport do you love?
I love Formula 1. Yeah, we always watch with my husband. Yeah, we always support Hamilton.
This time round, it's either Rosberg or Hamilton. Rosberg is leading, Hamilton is following a few points lower than him. Who do you think will win?
We are crossing fingers for Hamilton. Yeah, we from long time we were supporting Hamilton because Rosberg was just coming from. It's like a new person in the sport. Yeah, it's like supporting like Ezekiel Kimboy and Conceslas. Yeah, we say Conceslas, you still have time to improve. So this time give to Kimboy. Yeah.
Maybe as we are winding up, maybe you just show us a few of your trophies, what you have achieved all through your life, all through your career. Is that okay? Wow.
Hapa ni nyumbani sasa.
You have a beautiful home.
Penye tunapumzika sasa, tumechoka. Yeah.
A beautiful home you have here. And I can see the trophy. Wow, that's big one there. Let me just start with the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest is just come from a small race in Italy, 8K and won. So I decided to throw away all my clothes and to bring this one. Yeah, because it's a beautiful trophy and you can get another one and I will show my kids and my grandchildren another time. Yeah.
What about the other?
And then this one I won, they gave me in, when they were awarding athletes in Kenya. In athletics Kenya. This one, the one with this one, Dusseldorf, 2008, this one.
This one is?
Yes, this one is from, I think I got only one trophy in Indo.
This is where everything happens.
Yeah.
Unafanya mzee anafurahi kabisa.
Yeah, sometimes I'm tired, he's here, cleaning here, and then I'm cooking something small. Yeah. Especially when I go for training, he's cooking for me, especially in the morning, breakfast. Yeah.
He cooks for you?
Yeah. We help each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sasa tunatarajia kule. Athletes are complaining that there is no enough civic education on doping. What's your take on that?
I see that few because more athletes they didn't go to school, so they don't know what they are doing. Especially when I think other people are in business. It's just going to someone and someone giving something which is not, he knows that is not good. And I hope athletes, they will learn because this thing is not good. Because later, you don't know what's going to happen to you later. There's a lot of consequences. Yeah, you can die in a minute. There's a lot of things.
Who's this man?
Karibu.
Yeah?
My husband.
Hello, sir. Great. Hey, I'm fine, thank you, sir. Yeah? Beyond the sport. Beyond the sport. Okay. Asante sana. Asante sana. Imeleta hii. Yeah? Okay. And I know you're a very busy man, so na umeingia tu tukiendelea na mama. So ndakuacha upumzike, si tumalize na mama. Okay, lakini asante sana. Asante sana. Okay, thank you. Hey. Yeah, he's a great man. You've told us about business. You know, most people think of athletes just as athletes. Maybe what business are you and your husband venturing?
Yeah, we start a small gas station. We started when it was small, but now it's getting better and better. Now it's like we branded already to be with national oil, because we start like Bendium petrol station was small, but now it's big. So I hope in future we will be somewhere. And also we are doing we have some guest houses. So already we have, especially in November, December, January, February, March, it's a bit busy. So we have a guest house of like 17 beds. Yeah. And then we have also rental houses here in the Tende, and also one in Eldoret.
What do you think the government should do to help athletes who are coming up, not just athletes, but sports people who are coming up in various fields, to come up knowing that they are assured of their future?
I think they have to invest in the young ones. Yeah, especially maybe to give some small funds or to give motivation. Yeah, to put maybe in the camp and then to motivate them. Because even us, for me, Lorna motivated me, but not the government. Yeah. And I hope maybe another time government to motivate them and then the country to be up. Not just when we are flying up the flag. They say it's our people, but they don't support us.
Here in Kenya, we have athletes who have won gold, as yourself. They have won other medals. They have represented the country in various levels. But the recognition, they haven't gotten the recognition that is required of them from the government and even the media. Why do you think it's like so?
Before they used to recognize, but not so like kidogo. But I think they have to do it more to motivate them, of course. Yeah, and also to show them that we love you people. Yeah, so at least anyway, we don't say they are not recognizing us, but at least they are doing something small, but we hope they have to do more.
We have to do more minimum na kuku kule nje. Wewe ni mkulima?
Not really, just for kukula kidogo kidogo, tukichinjia kidogo.
Unajua mimi mloya, ukiniambia kunichinjia na
So lala jioni tunaenda kukata saa hii alafu tunachemsha wewe.
nalala. Umesikia? Nairobi sirudi.
So tunafanyanga tu kidogo kidogo ya yetu tu ya kukula nyumbani. Ya weekends tunakula kuku.
Ni kuku pekee unafuga?
No, I have cows outside there. I have small shamba outside there, so I have it's like 7-8 cows. Ya maziwa yangu na sometimes I give out kidogo.
Mursiki?
Musika
Itakuwa
kama
hatia sawa.
mngenipigia simu mapema in advance na kubook appointment, we could make a lot of music for you people until you bring to Nairobi.
Chef Abdalla, umesikia wewe? Usituringie tu hapa na zile mapochopocho ambayo wewe upika. Tuko naye hapa, mama atatupatia murusik, tunakuja naye.
Next time mtakuja kuona. Mtaleta zawadi. Sasa mpeba. Sura nimesaka.
Do you have a dream of him growing into an athlete as you and your husband?
I don't know if he's going to be an athlete, because us, we were just going to school without shoes, but this one's going to school with, it's just like
It's
500 meters, but they take him with a car, you know? Yeah, it's getting chepe. So I don't think he'll be an athlete, I don't think.
But athletics
I hope
is
he
in the
will
blood.
be good in doing other things.
Athletics is in the blood.
Maybe he likes, maybe. Like my daughter, she saying poems and shairi, and athletics is just, I like just to watch.
What's the name of the child?
Oh, it's called Bradley Gigan. So Gigan is like they waited for a long time. So my family were waiting for a long time, but I was telling them, wait, I'm planning, because my daughter is like 11 years. So they say, you stay for 11 years. It's not good. So I call him Gigan because they are waiting for him for a long time.
Yeah, tumengoja na utakimbia kama mama. Sinda. He's asleep, so I wouldn't want to wake him up.
Yeah, okay.
You can keep the conversation going on Twitter. Our hashtag is #KTNLifeandStyle. Tell us, what do you think about Sylvia Kibet, her career? She has had a splendid career all through her life. What do you think about her?
Twende niwaonyeshe ng'ombe. Alafu mursik sasa mtachukua Nairobi.
Hizi ng'ombe umesema ziko wapi? Hata naona kuku hizi hapa.
Utaweza kufukuza mmoja ukamate?
Hey, mimi ni mbaya mimi.
Utaweza kweli? Na Alan Wanga alikupatia moja na huko uweze kufukuza, na yetu ni ya reserve. Utaweza kufukuza.
Hizi hapa. Ile moja ile.
Nikimaliza mazoezi nakuja kuangalia kama amekunywa maji. Yeah. Especially tukifunga season, at least unakuja kuangalia ng'ombe, my stuff. Yeah.
Na ndio ukulima.
Yeah. Kidogo kidogo tunajifunza. Tutakuwa wazee soon, so tutafanya kazi. Na tutaweza kukimbia forever.
Kweli kabisa.
Yes. So wacha mimi niende niangalie mtoto. Acha mzee atakuja kuwaonyesha huko rental houses kidogo kidogo and then karibu next time.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
Yeah, karibu.
Asante. Mzee, tumepatana tena.
Okay, bado ni karibu tu bado.
Mama ananiambia kuna maendeleo 2 3 nataka kunieleza.
Okay, tunaweza onyesha ile tunaendelea sana nazo kwa sasa. Sasa ile tuko kwa likizo.
Kwa likizo.
Ndio naye tusikae tu, lakini at least tufanye kazi.
Acha tuone nyumba moja inakaa vipi. Unajua labda anaweza kuja nikuwe tenant wako. Haijulikani.
Sasa ingawaje hatujamaliza, lakini naweza kuonyesha. Unajua manyumba ya town si lazima ikuwe nyumba kubwa sana.
Kweli kabisa.
Sasa hii ni chigoni, toilet kubwa tutaweka na bathroom.
Hizi ni
bedroom. Ni kama ni bedroom mbili. Hii ni kama master
ile ya watoto.
Na vile ni watoto.
Asante sana mzee.
Nashukuru sana. Okay, karibuni.
Asante kwa kutualika.
Karibuni.
Tunashukuru Mungu.
Na si naye tumeshukuru kwa sababu at least mnaangazia beyond sports. Maana yake at least itaonyesha mtu baada ya kumaliza career yake ya riadha ama sports yoyote. Sasa naye ile mtu akimaliza nani yake anajaribu kuchikaza. Siku nyingine vingine utakuja uonyeshe, usikuwe ni ile mtu umerudi nyuma sana.
Kweli kabisa. Kweli kabisa.
At least ukuwe mfano ya wengine.
Asante. Tunashukuru sana.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Well guys, that's what we had for you on Beyond the Sport. As for me, Brian Suma, till next time.